Welcome back, and if this is your first time watching, my name's Brandon, and I sell men's clothing on eBay. This is day 42 of the What Sold series, where I show you my daily eBay sales. I just finished a whole day of sourcing. It's about 11:30 at night, so let's hope this goes well. Let's jump right into those sales though. The first sale of the day was this Carhartt Force polo shirt in a men's large. It was new with tags. It took 9 days to sell, and it sold for full price $35 plus shipping. I remember getting this at a Goodwill not that long ago, and I actually didn't get very many items at that store, and I thought that store kind of sucked. But a few of the other items already sold too, so it turned out to be a better stop than I thought, and I think I paid $9.99 for this one. Sale number 2 was a Dixon flannel. This one was called the Logger, I think, and it sold in 2 days for a best offer of $40 plus shipping. This was from one of my bulk buys, and those averaged at $27 per item, so not making a ton on that average. So number 3, I bought this when I was up in Sacramento. It's a Stussy Hawaiian shirt in a men's large. It sold in 1 day for a best offer of $30 plus shipping. I can't remember how much I paid, maybe 10 or 15 bucks. So number 4 was a Mesu Paris sweatshirt. It was new with tags, and as you can see here, I had it listed for $100, but I've had it listed for about a year and a half, and an offer came through for $27 plus shipping, and I didn't even counter. I just took the offer and moved on. This is like a more of a designer kind of brand, and it's not very common, doesn't sell a lot. There's not a lot of demand for it, so I decided to just take the offer and move on. I don't remember how much I paid for this, but I'm guessing I either made a little bit of money or even lost a little bit of money. So number 5 was a pair of Live Fit sweat shorts. They sold in about 6 months for a best offer of $10 plus shipping. So number 6 was a Carbon to Cobalt sweater. This sweater was like super thick, and as soon as you touched it, you could feel that it was quality. It took 26 days to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $22 plus shipping. So number 7 was a Pendleton board shirt. This was a women's, and it was a women's medium. I've never actually sold this in a women's, but this is one of the best Pendletons that you can find, the board shirt. It usually has more of a spread collar, and it has the flat pockets on it. I always think of it more as like a beach vibe, if you if you like gave a flannel shirt a beach vibe. But this one sold in 15 days for a best offer of $45 plus shipping. I did buy this at a resale shop, and I paid up for it. I might have paid like at most 28 bucks. So I'm still making a decent profit at that. Sale number 8 was a Ted Baker London Hawaiian shirt. It was long sleeve, and it did have the flip cuffs. It sold in 25 days for a best offer of $16 plus shipping. Ted Baker doesn't do very well for me. It actually does really poorly for me. But if I am going to buy anything from them, it would be something like this that is Hawaiian, very loud, and has the flip cuffs. And a size 16 isn't the best size. I would get something bigger going forward as well. So number 9 was a UNC Tar Heels flannel shirt. These were all new with tags. I had I think 9 of these total. As you can see, I sold 4 of them so far. I have 5 still. And this took over a year to sell this one. So I've had these listed for a while, and they're still selling very, very slowly. This one sold for a best offer of $10 plus shipping. I'm taking just about any offer that comes through on these. They're a bad size. They're not a good brand. So this was just a bad buy in general. And I think I probably paid $7 or $8 each for these. So number 10 was a pink dolphin Hawaiian shirt. It sold in 25 days for a best offer of $15 plus shipping. Oops. So number 11 was a Levi's Fresh Leaves t-shirt. I think that's the Justin Timberlake brand, the Fresh Leaves, so it was a collaboration. It was new with tags, and this was one of my 50 oldest items that got relisted. And that was back in August. So it's been right about 2 months that it's been relisted. And it sold for full price, $15 plus shipping. I actually remember picking this up as like a retail arbitrage from a Nordstrom rack out in Palm Desert. I picked up multiple of them. I think this is the last one to sell though. And I want to say I only paid like $5 or $8 for them. So still making a profit. And it's just been sitting there for 4 years though. So not how I like to do business. I like to move my items quickly now. And yeah, so according to my business now, this would be a very bad buy. So number 12 was another Dixon flannel. This was a women's one in a size small. It sold in 6 days for a best offer of $35 plus shipping. And like I said, all of these Dixon flannels came from multiple different local buyouts that I did within like 2 days of each other. I was trying to stock up on some inventory before I left to Sacramento, so I just did a few bulk buyouts knowing that my margins were going to be lower, but I was able to get a lot of inventory quickly without having to do much sourcing. So this next one, item number 13, is another Dixon flannel in a men's 2XL. This one's called the Myers. I think it's like a Michael Myers theme one. And it sold in 4 days for full price, $60 plus shipping. So this is probably one of the better ones to look out for. I'll show you guys the tag. Like I said, it's called the Myers. So number 14 was a Travis Matthews button-up shirt in a good size men's 2XL. It still took 8 months to sell and it only sold for $14 plus shipping. Most Travis Matthews shirts just don't sell very well anymore, and I avoid most of them unless they have something special going for them. So number 15 was a pair of Lululemon. I call them like biker shorts because they had the longer length and they just kind of had that biker style. They took 6 months to sell and they sold for a best offer of $23 plus shipping. So not everything Lululemon does great. This took a while to sell and didn't sell for that much, but I still probably only picked them up for $10, so I'm still happy with that sale. So number 16 was a Rain Spooner Hawaiian shirt. It didn't have a Hawaiian print on it though. It was just like striped, but it was new. It didn't have tags on it, but it did have that little tag in the middle right there that said stretch. Anyways, they took about a year to sell and it sold for a best offer of $25 plus shipping. I'm not surprised by that. It's not in a great size, men's medium, and it isn't in a very good style, so not the worst sell. So number 17 was a pair of Stussy jeans in a men's 32. These sold in 6 months for a best offer of $50 plus shipping. I got about 5 pairs of these from a flea market about 6 months ago. I paid $30 for each of them, so not making a huge profit, but still plenty for me. So number 18 was another Rain Spooner Hawaiian shirt. This one actually had a Hawaiian print on it, and it had some hula girls and canoes. It was a pretty decent print in a men's large, so decent size as well, but it still took 7 months to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $24 plus shipping. I did list this 7 months ago. I think I've gotten even better with Hawaiian shirts since then. I probably would have put reverse print in it because there are a lot of people looking for reverse prints. But it did have a little spot on it, so that's still a pretty good sale for that one. Now, sale number 19 and the final sale of the day was a Pendleton sweater. It was like a crew neck sweater, and it was a very chunky knit and just a men's medium, but it sold in 28 days for a best offer of $35 plus shipping. I'm pretty sure I got this at the Rose Bowl flea market in September, so I probably bought it in a bulk deal and paid somewhere around $10 to $15 for it. That's it for the sales. Let's go ahead and jump to those numbers. On October 12th, we sold 19 items for a total gross sales of $706.03, giving us an average sale price of $37.16. This was an above average day, and I'm very happy about those numbers. The selling costs and the net sales are always a little bit inaccurate, so let me go ahead and show you guys what they really are. The total selling costs were $220.40. The breakdown for that is $85.11 in eBay final value fees, $108.76 in shipping labels, and $26.53 in promoted listing fees. I think this might be my highest day of promoted listing fees. 9 of my 19 sales came via promoted listings, but that $26.53 that I paid for promoted listings got me $530 worth of sales. So I'm happy to pay that extra fee for those extra sales. Now, if we take away the selling costs as well as the taxes and fees collected by eBay away from the gross sales amount, we get our net sales of $440.79. We still need to take away our cost of goods. I'm still using an average cost of goods of $11.11. So for 19 items, that's $211.09. I think I did sell like 4 or 5 Dixon flannels today. My average buy cost for those was about $27. So today's average buy cost might have been a little bit higher, but I always use averages, so that's just what it is. But if you want to, go ahead and take a few more bucks off for those flannels. Anyways, if we take away the cost of goods away from the net sales, that gives us our net profit of $229.70, and I'm pretty happy with that. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day 43 of the What Sold series. Peace.